I'm good.
Okay. Welcome to Disgruntled, the podcast where we process the minor inconveniences that feel like personal attacks.
Traffic, conference calls, group texts, no one's safe.
We're not here to fix anything. We're here to vent, to spiral, and to laugh instead of scream.
Basically, it's therapy, but with less crying and more yelling into the void.
And just so we don't get fired, the views expressed in the podcast are ours and ours alone. They do not reflect the opinions of our employers, past, present, or future.
Or yours, or anyone's really.
We're not really professionals. We're just professionally done with everything.
Call us today, cry for help, but make it funny at 479-222-1251.
Or you can find us at disgruntlednetwork.org and submit your unfortunate ramblings via form.
And visit the link in the bio for more details.
Anyway, so we're your host of Disgruntled. I'm Bailey Bolin.
I'm Gillian Johnson.
And let's get into the episode.
Hello.
Hi, Gillian.
Hey,
How
Bailey.
art thou?
Thou is miserable and surviving.
Literally. No joke. Oh my god, where to even begin? Well, I know where to begin because I've done this is this 28, 29, episode 29?
Yes, it is. You are right about that.
Jesus. How's your week been?
I have only wanted to veer off right into the Arkansas River only 3 times this week instead of 5. So I'm going to count that as I'm doing good. I'm on track. Yeah. It has been just a whirlwind. And I am still recovering from it, as you can tell from my inability to speak English or comprehend a thought and string it together. I have, and I'm going to be coming into this raging, because today an event happened, okay? An event happened. And I want people to know that I'm not making this up for content, that I'm not just making up things to hope to get viewers. Unfortunately, to all who are listening, this truly did happen today. So I want to go ahead and stop the haters before they get started. And I want to say straight to the camera, straight to the people, you're hearing it live. This really did happen to me today. I had an encounter with a gentleman who was older, who looked at me today and said that I should smile. And when I tell you, it's taken everything in me to not, I thought this was the thing that you always hear about, that females will get told by random men throughout their day to smile. And again, you will think that is something, again, I firsthand had never had that happen to me. And I was like, maybe some people are exaggerating that a bit. There's no way that a man has the audacity to look at me and tell me that it would be better if I would smile. And today it happened. And when I tell you, it took everything in me to hold it together and not, and just go, yeah, thank you for your constructive criticism, and shove it up your, shove it. And I am going to keep that energy, and I'm going to keep that spirit, and tell everyone to just F right off, because that's wild. That's just...
Jill, you can say ass. It's in the Bible.
Okay, good, because ass just... I'm enraged. And I don't know when I'll ever not be enraged about that. And God, I hope and pray that I know that wasn't the first time that man had done that, because he felt comfortable doing it. And I just hope... I was so shocked in the moment that I did not respond as I should. And this is future me regretting him to not tell him to go screw off. I just went, and moved on about my business. But I hope the next one he does that to had more courage and was not taken completely by surprise like I was today. And that's where I'm at. That is what's got me disgruntled and yelling and screaming into the void. And I'm glad I have you here to listen, because I needed someone to throw that off of. that actually happened to me today. I was like, oh my God, not the universe giving me content. God.
Right. Yeah. So I was telling Jill before we hopped on here, being an accountant in your family means that people want you to do their taxes for free.
Correct.
So it's tax season, and that is what I'm doing currently. Anyway, so I have two things that I am irritated about currently. Three things I am irritated about currently.
That already went up. Oh God. Okay, let's go. What is it?
So, first one, lighter note. I was asked to help put on a meeting, a large meeting for the entire group of my coworkers, right? They asked for volunteers. Obviously, I volunteered because I love planning and I love, creating things and all that stuff. So I did. I volunteered. Well, I volunteered because I thought it was going to be with like logistics and organizing and planning and all that stuff. No, it was to create a video for my functional team. I said, okay, that's fine. I have a million ideas running around in my head. And so I did. And it was really good. Like, obviously it was really good. But my entire team's like super busy. So I'm not going to ask them and like bombard them to be in a video. And so I did it myself. And it was a great theme. It was a good idea. And it was a minute long and it was perfect. It was good, right? So we have a said meeting today, this morning. Okay. And we're sitting there and they start playing all these other videos from all the other divisions and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mine is vastly different.
Vastly. And you're just sitting there sweating bullets.
So we had a theme. We had a theme of a movie, and I've never seen it, honestly. But we had a theme of the movie, Back to the Future.
Oh, you haven't seen Back to the Future?
No, I haven't. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
So we were talking about finance people in the future versus finance people in the past and all those things. So the other teams really kind of went with the whole Back to the Future theme. So like they had, the flux capacitor and like Doc and like all those things from the movie. Bailey didn't go that route. Bailey went with a commentary piece that was very raw and very human and very it wasn't throwing like AI or technology in your face. It was just taking a moment to like see where we've been and like what we were in the past and how we can move forward. And to move forward, you have to look in the past and all that stuff. And it was about a pin, the life cycle of a pin. So back in the day, people in finance, you went through pins daily because ticking and tying, like all that stuff. And as we've evolved down the road, the pin gets forgotten. And like the pin gets put into a desk drawer. And so it was really interesting. Anyway, mine was like super, 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 super different. And so I texted my team and I was like, hey, y'all, my video's coming up. And I just want y'all to bear with me because It's very different. It's very different from the rest of them. Just hang in there, you know? And so I had figured out where my video was going to be beforehand. And so I know when to leave the room.
No.
And did I conveniently have to go to the bathroom during methodology? I did. And did I miss my video? I did. Everybody loved it and all those things. And so everybody's starting to leave and stuff. And I keep getting messages and they're like, the only reason, because it was a voiceover, and they're like, the only reason, like, I was watching it and like I heard it and I knew that was you. And he's like, but then there's a scene and I have stickers all over my laptop. And I have one sticker that's very prominent and it's a Swiftie sticker. They said, as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's Bailey. I was like,
Gave
okay,
yourself
cool.
away.
God, I'm getting predictable. So that was interesting. I guess what irritates me most about that is it was a really good video. And one of the directors, while they were leaving, they stopped me and they were like, you did a great job with that. And I said, thank you. And I said, it was extremely different than the rest of them. And they said, yeah, it was. And they were like, it's very artsy. Like it was very artsy and like it told a story. I said, okay. And they were like, if there was Oscars, you'd probably be nominated. And I said, I know that's
all
right.
I need.
Anyway, so that's my first one. I was embarrassed this morning. Second one, the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, yes, let's please, because please.
I personally loved Bad Bunny's halftime show because I can tell you right now, I didn't watch that other crap that they tried to throw. Right?
Nope. Exactly.
And so I loved it. What
It
I
was really good.
haven't loved is the people. The people on Facebook. And I'm talking about primarily white people who are blatantly showing racism right now. Saying that like I couldn't understand a word he said. It was all in Spanish and all of these things. But yet they were dancing the Macarena back in 1993.
Point, period, blank. Yes. That's exactly right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that has irritated me quite a bit, actually, to the point where I have started actively deleting people. And I'm not talking taking a break. I'm talking full-blown delete. So if you're watching this, thanks for the view, but reevaluate your choices, please. Thank you. Anyway, so that was number 2. Number 3, I am sick of nobody being held accountable for the Epstein files. Sick of it. Sick of them. Arrest them all. Arrest them all. If the whole system crashes, that's what it deserves. Arrest them all. Every single one of them. Jail. Every one of them.
I feel the same way. I was so proud. I saw the news article where Chapel Roan dropped her production company that she was with because he was named in it. And she said, point blank, period, peace, bye.
Yeah. And Orville Peck just dropped his management company because of a viewpoint that they stood on. And I don't know if it was like on the Super Bowl halftime show or if it was something with the Epstein files or what it was, but he just dropped his management company too. And like, that's what it takes. Like,
yes, it takes
every single one of them deserve jail time. Every single one of them deserve to no longer hold the positions that they hold. And if that means that our entire systems are going to fail and shut down, they need to. They need to, because if we have people like that running it, God knows what we don't know about.
Exactly. And I loved the Bad Bunny because did you notice that there was one part where he gave his Grammy to the little boy, and I was like, Bailey is going to be so happy right now, and we're the country, all of us that are on the side are going to be happy that that boy that we talked about and caused the whole break, he got out, and it was a full circle moment with Bad Bunny
Yeah.
appreciating and acknowledging that had happened, and that he was doing, his part. And I just couldn't. I was like, oh my God, that was absolutely incredible that we have someone, who's standing up and not backing down to all of these awful, like you said, look at him, just blatantly racist comments like on Facebook and things, and he's not backing down, being his authentic
No.
self, saying, screw ICE, this is not right, let's make
Well,
something
and
happen.
like the thing is, the people are saying like, and this is what his mind like boggled me. They're saying, well, he's not American. Puerto Rico
Oh.
is literally a U.S. territory.
That just shows you how uneducated they are, and
But you're
it's
bopping
truly
down
sad.
to Drake and Rihanna and Shakira. But like you are so small-minded that you don't understand that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either. It's those same people that will go to literal Hispanic and Mexican restaurants and want to be and enjoy the culture, but then want
Yeah,
to go and
yeah.
make sure that the people
And they
can't get
love
what
their
they need.
cheese and rice.
Correct. They
God.
do. They do.
Okay, now that I'm irritated, I'm going to have to cool off. Give me a second. Let's have a word from our sponsors. Ridiculous.
This ad space is currently open. Your product could be pitched here by two emotionally stable podcast hosts who definitely aren't yelling into the void. Just saying.
Oh, gag. Anyway, we're back.
You know you love.
Hold on. Yeah, we are so back. Jill, why don't you go first?
And I think we have a special treat lined up here for the listener, because what do we have coming up? Is there anything coming up? Maybe, I don't know. Valentine's Day. Okay, let's just go
I
ahead.
love that you brought that up.
Huh? Yeah.
Because there is a definite theme.
Yes, there is. And I wanted to make our viewers aware that today, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you feel about it, today's topic is love. Okay? So if you will bear with us, we're going to talk about all problems, relationships that we have received from our viewers. So if you're on edge, it's because maybe you submitted one and you're not sure if this is going to be your episode. Well, it just might. So the first one I have got today is going to be, I'm gonna assume Dana. That's how we're gonna go with that. Dana from
That's how I'd say it.
Okay, we're going to go for Dana from North Carolina. So Dana says that she has been married for 18 years. Okay, 18. I know this man. I know how he breathes. I know the rhythm of his footsteps. And suddenly this week, I got told that he has developed a whistling habit. He whistles all the time around the house. Not just little tunes. No, full songs. Or just fragments, whatever he wants to surprise me with next. And when I asked him about it, he said, I've always done that. No, no, you haven't. I would have noticed. This is a big deal. I think this is a midlife crisis, but instead of you buying a motorcycle, you're just going to gaslight me with background music. And I'm trying to decide if I want to bring it up again with him and make sure he knows that I know that this is not new, or just start beatboxing in retaliation. And Dana, you own to something, because that's exactly what I would do.
Beatboxing. Yeah, I say beatboxing.
Yes.
100%.
I'm going to save you from my beatboxing because it is not up to standard.
Yeah, please do.
But the fact that I'm just going to snort my way through it. The fact that he is going to gaslight you into thinking that he's always I just love it when men tell a lie. They knows a lie. They just want you to call him out on it. And that's what this
Right.
feels like.
Right.
He thinks he's new and special, and it's just not it. I believe you, Dana. I really do. I think he thinks he's got one on you, and you better prove him wrong.
Yeah, every time Jimmy likes to say anytime Jimmy likes to say, well, you didn't tell me that. I mean, listen, don't gaslight a gaslighter. Because I'll
Yes.
tell you right now, you didn't tell me that.
Nope. No, you did not.
And
You
it'll
left
go
that
on
information out.
for years. And I understand because my little Jimmy G, bless his heart, he he's a man of many habits.
Yeah,
And
he
and
is.
it only takes like one little inkling of something that he might be interested in. And he doesn't he has no self-control. Period. He has no self-control, and then he won't listen to me. So it is what it is. So that's how we end up having like 30 rugs or 300 orchids. He got an orchid one time and then it developed into 300. We had to get a greenhouse and a gas line ran to that greenhouse and then we moved 2 months later. Yeah. So,
Oh, the
Dana,
list could
I
go on.
understand how it feels when one random day he comes in and has a new hobby, has a new something that he does. I completely understand. Completely understand that.
I think anybody who's been in a relationship has been there. And I feel like this was so relatable. And I want you to write in back and tell us how he reacted to your retaliation, because I would love it. It would make for even better content. Let's upset the men. That's the mood I'm in today. Let's upset the men.
No friggin' joke. Oh my god, no joke. Yeah, Dana, thank you for your submission. I hope you hang in there for another 18 years. Who knows?
I'll be your
Okay.
alibi if he doesn't.
Yeah. Sure. Anyway, moving on.
Mhm.
Moving on to Chris from Colorado. So Chris says, I went home with this guy. He seemed normal, cute apartment, good lighting. We were chatting, and I noticed he had a framed photo of himself on the wall. Not like a professional headshot, just like a casual mirror selfie. It was framed. Then I see more. There are 5 framed photos of himself in his own living room, different outfits, different poses, like a personal gallery. I made an excuse about my dog needing to be fed. Excuse me. About my dog needing to be fed, and I don't own a dog. He texted me the next day asking which photo was my favorite, and I still think about this. Chris, my friend, you just dodged a narcissist.
Big one. Was very proud of it himself being a narcissist and plastered it over his living room.
Right. At least he was able to like understand that he was dealing with a narcissist before getting into a relationship with the narcissist. Because like when you see flat like pictures of themselves in their own space, it's a red flag to me. 100%. And like maybe it's just because like me and Jimmy are like a different breed of people. We don't have one picture of us together up in this house. Not one. Like we have not one singular picture of us together in this house. We didn't in the last house either.
Mm-mm.
No. We have artwork galore. We have literal leaves. Like
Yeah,
we
you
have
do.
everything you could ever imagine. I have it at my house, but I do not have a singular picture of me and him together. And so I couldn't imagine. So next time on this podcast, you're going to come on and there's just going to be pictures of me all over the backdrop for it. Could you imagine? Oh my God. I'd have to go way back into the archives for that because I haven't taken a good picture in years.
You know, me neither. It would just be embarrassing college
Damn,
selfies.
didn't have to agree.
No, I'm talking about for me. I could not picture coming up with 9 photos of myself to hang up that didn't have my friends or a family or anything, because I do
Right.
not take your casual Instagram worthy selfies to post later on. I'm just not one of those. And I don't take a picture of myself unless someone is going to be in it with me, because I don't like sharing the
And that's
spotlight,
the
I guess,
thing,
that way.
people. So, like, if you do follow Jill and I on social media, because why not?
Yeah.
I don't really know why you would, because we don't really post anything.
Yeah, we don't. It's I haven't posted, I don't think, since like freshman year of college. And you can tell all of my photos are from literal high school, where I thought I was somebody, and I don't know if you could compare her and me in a photo and we look the same, because yeah, but
So, last thing I posted was graduation, but the thing before that was a picture of me and you recording. And then the thing before that was just like words. It wasn't even a picture of me. And then the thing before that is my graduation from my undergrad. So literally 4 photos back right here is graduation. And this is my most recent photo from graduation.
yeah. I have
Whoops.
2 on mine, and they were from when the coworker stole my phone and posted some pictures. And then the one before that was in 2018. 2018. So yeah, I took a real big hiatus, if you could imagine.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
So follow us on our actual podcast social medias.
Yeah. Follow me on TikTok. I repost a lot of funny things. A lot of political things too. So if that's not your forte, don't go over there. Thank you. Anyway, Chris, yeah, you dodged a bullet, bud. You dodged a big, big, big bullet. Hopefully you've moved on from this disaster, because if not, you deserved it.
Point blank period.
All right. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate your submission.
Yeah.
Be sure to do so again. So let's take a break and let's see what I can come up with to show Jill during this break. So, BRB. This podcast is brought to you by no one, because the world is cruel and marketing departments are cowards. But it doesn't have to be this way. We're ready. Sponsor us. Let's make capitalism fun again. Okay, we're back. Jill, go for it.
Yeah, no, didn't you miss us? Well, my next one is what? What?
You're
That's my laugh I do when somebody tells me to smile.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Sometimes I forget to turn off my customer service voice, and there's a distinct difference between the real me and that one. Anyway, here we go. Anonymous. So, I love these. These are best. Me and Bailey have talked about it religiously, how we love it when you guys do this. Like, absolutely, we are here for it, and it never disappoints. And this one's not going to either. So, Anonymous has wrote in today saying, I've been dating this guy for about 8 months. Already suspicious. Never mind. Okay. Things are solid. Not fireworks, but they're comfortable. This week, he casually admitted something that made my brain short circuit. Apparently, during minor disagreements, he mentally rehearses breaking up with me. Like, fully practices the speech in his head and sometimes out loud. And he says it's just healthy to be prepared and that he likes to imagine how it would go, so he feels, get ready for this, emotionally ready if needed. I asked how often he does this, and he said, only when you're being difficult. Only when I'm being difficult? So now every time he gets quiet, I'm having to wonder if he's like backstage running these lines like it's community theater. Like it's not you, it's me. I don't even know if I'm in a relationship or if this is somehow a twisted dress rehearsal.
Anonymous,
You delivered.
flip the script, break up with him.
Right now, point blank period.
Flip the script, break up with him. That's crazy, first of all. Also, I would like to apologize on behalf of the male gender or whatever the hell I am. Because oh my God. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand how men can think someone else is their property. I don't understand how men feel the need to like play mind games and like all of these things. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And this isn't just in like relationships. This is in like microaggressions at work and like political aggressions and all of these things, that just because you're a man you think that you are owed something, one, or that you think that you should be served with a silver platter. It doesn't work like that anymore at all. Oh God. And then for someone to say when you're being difficult, I'll show you difficult. You want to see difficult?
You ain't tasted
Because
it
I
yet.
have barely even touched on difficult.
Could open up a box of new nightmares for you, boo boo, and you're not gonna like
This is
it.
me happy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude, I just don't get it. I don't understand. I truly don't understand. I just don't ugh. God. I don't get it. I don't.
Just don't. If you have a problem, I want to deep dive and break this up and process it, but I can't through my anger right now because I can't even see. I'm just at a loss for words here because I'm like, well, if you were, there's just no way that this could be appropriate. This is another situation where I want you to know that you are not being difficult, that this is not normal, and I'm sorry that you're having to experience it. Because it's not healthy to be prepared in this kind of way. If you're ready to break up, break up. If you want to stay, stay. And that's not something. Oh,
Right. Right. And that's what irritates me the most. Why is it that you get to be prepared, but I don't?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I mean? And
I
I
do.
understand that whole self-serving nature that is human nature. Like, I understand that. But why do you get prepared for a breakup when I don't? Just because you think I'm being difficult. Is me communicating how I'm feeling what is difficult to you? Because if that's the case, we have fundamental issues and we should break up.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is, when two people are talking, someone's not listening.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna snap on that one. That was
Like, my God.
brilliant. Mm-hmm.
Ugh. God, I can't stand it. I can't stand just I think that's something that like Jimmy and I have really, really, really improved upon, is our ability to communicate with each other. Because I feel like we are at that stage in our marriage where we've been through hell, you know, and we've made it through that. So we know, like, we are a constant in each other's lives. We know that like not much can make us falter. You know what I mean? And most of the time we're going to be on the same page. And if we aren't on the same page, we're both adult enough to be able to have that conversation and be like, I don't agree with you and here's why. And that's okay. You know what I mean? And then we'll move on for the next day. Because the thing is, if it doesn't matter in 5 months from now, it doesn't matter now
Exactly.
at all. So why am I wasting my breath? Why am I getting upset over nothing? Because yeah, right now it might piss me off, but I'm not even going to remember this in like let's be honest, tomorrow.
I got bigger fish to fry. Thank you very
With
much.
everything running through my head, I probably won't remember you existed. Like, it is what it is, you know? So, God, I just don't. Here's what it is. I don't like people. Ooh, let me readjust that. That was strong.
I mean, there's
Okay.
days.
I'm not a fan of someone who is not comfortably themselves and who is not comfortably secure in themselves, because I am. And a lot of people, when they come across somebody who is so comfortable with who they are, they get intimidated, and they don't know how to compromise and end up in the middle spot.
Yeah, navigate it.
So, and that's what that is. He's not comfortable with you being able to communicate with your feelings, and in order for him to protect himself, his first thought is flight. And that's a trauma response, and I don't have time to talk about trauma responses on this podcast, because it'll take forever to upload.
Correct.
Don't get me started on that.
Whole
Oh
nother
my God.
whole nother can of worms there.
I'm not even kidding. 2 hours last week. 2 hours. Two of them. Yeah. But it's fine. It's no big deal. Anyway, thank you, Anonymous. I hope it's going better. Flip the script, honestly, is my advice.
Please do.
I'm going to wrap up with, there's two ways I can say this. It's either Leela or Lila, but they're from Florida. So they go on to say, I went on 2 dates with a guy, only 2, and I politely told him I did not feel a connection. That should have been it. And instead, he keeps referencing places I've been. He'll text me and say, how was the farmer's market? I did not post about being at the farmer's market. He'll say, that coffee shop looks cute. I didn't tag the location. And yesterday he texted me and said, blue is your color. I was wearing blue. No posts, no stories, no social media contact. I don't know how he knows, and I'm not trying to overreact, but I've started varying my routes home like I'm in a low-budget thriller. My friends say I should block him, and I did, but he emailed.
All I can make is just
You in
noises.
danger, girl.
Yeah, you are. I feel like you're in an episode of You, and we all know how that ended. We all know how that ended.
Yeah, you're in danger, girl. You're in danger. You need to run. Well, my first instinct is going to say go to the police, but here's the problem. They're going to come back and say, well, we can't prove anything.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Which, I mean, I understand they can't. But that's the first thing that's going to happen. Second, let's go back to what I said with Anonymous and say, why is it that men feel the need to feel like they own everything? It's like we're freaking conquering the country again. Like we have to put our name on the rock in order to call it ours. I'm so sick of it. I am so sick of it. And then for a guy to come along, you had 2 dates with him. You politely told him that you did not have a connection. He should have moved on. He should have moved on. He should have appreciated the communication, and he should have reflected and think, maybe it might be something I did. Right? But we don't do that. We don't do that because we sit there and we think, well, that's mine. I should have that. And you're not entitled to anything. Like anything. And I think that's what irritates me the most, the sense of entitlement. Like, Leela, honey girl, you got yourself a stalker.
You do. You
You got
do.
yourself a stalker, and I don't know how to help you, sister. You're going to have to contact the authorities, share your freaking location.
With your
And if
friends.
anything ever happens, scratch, claw, bite, kick, make a fool of yourself, whatever you need to do. Stay alive, sister.
Mm-hmm. We're here for
Stay
you, and we're
alive.
on your side, and that's not normal.
Yeah. No, that's not normal. This should not be a normal thing in your relationship. It should not. Like, my God. It shouldn't be normal. This is not normal at all. Not normal. Not normal. And it literally, it makes you have to change so much about yourself to protect yourself. And that really sucks. The only person that does dissatisfaction to is you. You are suffering right now. And oh God, y'all, you've stressed me out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, not really. So, Chris with the pictures on the walls and stuff, he dodged a narcissist. Love that. Dana, honey, you've been married 18 years. You was stuck with him. These last two got me stressed out.
All the way. All the way.
All the way. All the way. Especially that last one because, honey, your life's in danger.
Yeah. And you have to be careful too to not confront, because sometimes that you
That
have
triggers.
it triggers, and it might triggers I think blocking was an excellent idea, and see where that goes, and then if further steps need to be taken, proceed with caution
Right.
as and because oh my God, I say I'm just stressed out again talking about it. I'm stressed out.
Ugh. No. No. And this goes to everyone out there right now. If you find yourself in this situation, it is not normal. It's not normal. It's not cute at all. Get some help. Figure it out. Go talk to someone. Tell someone what you're going through. Because one day when you don't show up, somebody needs to be worried.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't tell people what's going on, they're not going to be worried. They're going to go about their life because they think that everything's fine. That is human nature. We automatically think that everything is okay. Right? So, if I haven't talked to someone for 3 weeks or whatever, I'm thinking they're okay. If they weren't, I would have known by now. Somebody would have told me. Meanwhile, they're rotting away in their house dead.
Facts.
And let's go back to the crime junkie rules. Be weird, be rude, stay alive. That's the 3 goals. That's the 3 goals. And do whatever means necessary. By whatever means necessary, protect yourself. Protect yourself. Girl.
If you don't think that Bailey and Jimmy don't have my location at all times, you got another thing coming.
Sure done do. But here's the thing about Miss Gillian Johnson, since you opened that door.
Okay.
Here's the thing
I'm here
about
for
Miss
it.
Gillian Johnson. Jill's phone is perpetually dead.
Correct.
or in battery saving mode.
At all times. It is currently.
And I think it's because she's having to run a Dell PC in a mobile version. So her phone is constantly dead.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, bless her heart.
It is a struggle. It has been more recently too, because I have been lazy, and my Prius is the older model, so I don't have any charging USBs in my car. I'm still plugging up a cigarette lighter outlet like it's 1945, and the cigarette lighter has gone out in my car. I can't use my phone charger in my car anymore. And that was most of the time how I charged my phone. And I've got to get that figured out and fixed so that maybe, I know, yeah. And I'm not one of those.
What if you're in a wreck?
Yeah, I'd have to find a payphone. I had to do that.
Do you? Okay, yeah. In today's age, do you know Liam's number by heart?
I was about to rattle it off just now, and I stopped myself. And
I would have blocked it.
Yes, yes, I do. Unfortunately, because I have to enter it in at a lot of different places. Like he has a Best Buy thing and a Costco thing, and they always ask for his number. And so like I've had to just
For
out
like
of
rewards.
yes, just out of bare
Yeah.
necessity. But that's it. Now, if you ask him for mine, it's a 50-50. Yeah.
No, Jimmy and our phone numbers differ by the last 4 digits.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. So he knows mine and I know his.
What a great way to end the cast.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
All right. I love y'all. Happy Valentine's Day. It's been a wonderful day with you. We appreciate you talking to us. And I don't know why I'm whispering.
I put it into you. It was subliminal.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for listening to the podcast. We appreciate all of our listeners. Like, subscribe, do all those things that other people say. Um, our link tree is up here right now, right here. So copy and paste that into your browser. It'll take you to our link tree. It is where we have all of our social media. It has where you can listen to the podcast. It takes you to our website, www.disgruntled. Wait. Plot twist. www.disgruntlednetwork.org. It's not like I didn't set this up like months ago or anything and have to, use it and tend to it and all those things, but whatever. So do that. That's in there. You can buy disgruntled merch, so that's at disgruntled.shop. A link to that is also in the link tree. You can give us a call or text at 479-222-1251. And we would love to hear from you. Do that. What else? Am I missing something?
Nope. Just as an idea, post us in your Valentine's Day date nights and say hashtag, I got a good one, unfortunate. So make sure to do that. We would love to see those posts and how you're celebrating with those who maybe or may not drive you crazy. So,
yeah, girl. And it's okay to spend your Valentine's Day with 2 podcast hosts that are emotionally unstable.
mm-hmm.
And let me say that again, unstable, because I don't know where. Whatever. Bye. I love y'all. I'll see you next week.
See ya.
This has been a Disgruntled Network multimedia production.
Created by people with a lot of opinions and just enough time to share them.
Executive produced by Gillian Johnson and Bailey Bolin.
If you liked what you heard, don't forget to scream into the void or, leave us a review.